someone asked you what you thought the future was going to be like, what did you think? You think flying cars? Think of robots? Cyberpunk, cybergenetics, you have modifications on your body. If you did, you were wrong and you were clearly not thinking big enough. Mark Zuckerberg is truly an innovator amongst all, because what we're about to see is truly what mankind has been waiting for and what our ancestors were dreaming about every single night when they went to sleep and looked up at the stars.
Awesome. So we have a bunch of things in virtual reality to look at, including some 3D images from the telescope and some videos of spacewalks and some awesome things that we can check out and feel like we're really there. So do you want to just jump into VR?
Let's do that. Is there something you say like, I meet you on the other side or something? Is this?
I guess I'll see you in space in a minute.
So Mark, that's me. I got the picture of me.
Yeah, there you go. And the telescope. It gives you a real sense of scale.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, what you are seeing is what only humans have ever dreamed of achieving. This is the future of VR. This is what we have been waiting for so long. My God, I am impressed with how awful this actually looks. This is so bad. At least they were able to get Mark's avatar to at least look somewhat decent, and I guess have like 1% of emotions, but this looks, I'm gonna just keep going.
So you ask yourself, how much of the sky does a grain of sand cover at arm's length? Take a picture of that, this is what you get. This is our universe in all its majesty. Brought to you by the James Webb Space Telescope.
Just wanna give one quick plug that we're gonna be working with NASA to live stream in VR the launch of the new Artemis. So can you explain like what are we looking at?
My favorite part about this scene especially is if you look all the way to the right over here, you clearly just see some random guy that's just sitting there. I guess he's the cameraman in this VR world. He's the one shooting the shots. I don't know who Max is, but he just photobombed this interview out of nowhere, and I guess he's been a part of this entire thing, but we couldn't spot him.
This one
really feels like we're falling.
And there it is.
All right. Well, that was pretty
darkness.
Wild.
Yeah.
Should we head back to our space station?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Awesome. All right. Well, this has been super fun. Thank you for doing this.
Okay, Mark, it's great to meet you. And in fact, one day maybe I'll get you on my podcast and we'll talk about
I'd love to do it.
Your vision of the future, because you're one of the shakers and movers of where society is going to go in ways people have yet to dream.
I would love to do that. I'm a huge fan of your work and everything you've done and how you inspire so many people about the wonder of the universe. So it's awesome stuff, and it's really awesome for me to get a chance to do this with you. So
fist bump. There you go. Good, you got it.
As someone who likes space and enjoys the idea of VR and the whole entire concept of it, this looks awful. I don't like this at all. This is trash. It looks like a goddamn PS2 game. It looks like graphics out of that era, even PS1 at that. There are so many better alternatives and so many ways to go about presenting space and everything else. Big disclaimer alert, I love space. Space is fucking amazing. I like the whole idea of black holes, time traveling. I know it's not really gonna happen, but hey, a man can dream. I like the idea of other galaxies looking out like light years away and seeing that was like ages ago, and what we're only seeing now is what was like millenniums ago and shit like that. It's fucking cool. It's super amazing. But this is trash. This is awful. The main reason I even made this video is just because of how bad this looks. This is trash. There are so many better alternatives already out there and have existed in the past that I don't understand what Mark Zuckerberg or Metaverse or whatever the hell they call themselves these days have even intended to try and do with this. I don't see Metaverse taking off, and it never will. Look at this.
Rolled this video completely solo and have an amazing time, but our recommended first stop before you get into the mind-bendy fun stuff is to go make some friends. Some of the most popular worlds can be a bit of a hit or miss as the culture of each one changes drastically from world to world. It's a vibe going on whenever at least I've been. I personally enjoy dipping treats in the chocolate fountain, and there's plenty of space for people to play games of pool or VR Pong. But if you're looking to explore the aesthetic side of VRChat, then there's plenty for you to see. Orion is one of my all-time faves because of its sparkly, beautiful sky, while Starfarer has you taking a cosmic train ride through falling stars. There's Eastern-inspired looks, kawaii carnival date spots, and so much more to see. You can find gorgeous worlds for basically any kind of aesthetic possible.
Now, I know for some people, anime isn't their cup of tea, and they're just like, ew, yucky, anime bad, as if we're back in the early 2000s when people were hating on anime. But pushing the anime aesthetics aside, there's no denying that these worlds look amazing. The things that people have been able to create just takes big fat shits on everything that Facebook has done so far. Like the world that showed the Earth looking out, that looks marginally 100% better than what Metaverse's version of showing the world. Looks awful. Whew, boy. For as much shit as VRChat's been getting with the whole EAC, easy anti-cheat bullshit going on right now, it is still one of the best, if not the best, VR reality out there at this moment. This shit looks so much better, and the fact that these people, that's a smaller group, was able to manage to make something like that versus the dog shit that Mark Zuckerberg shitted out that he thinks is the future, to me is mind-boggling. To further prove my point, let me show you this. PS Home, something that came out over a decade ago, looks better than this dog shit, which is the Metaverse. Also, fuck Mark Zuckerberg Facebook for stealing the Metaverse name. It doesn't equate to just the Metaverse. Is supposed to be the entirety of any virtual reality space. It is essentially a term that they took and stole to try and associate with themselves because the term was used to describe a virtual reality world to begin with. Despite the fact that Facebook is typically only used by boomers nowadays, and that the fact that everyone laughs at Metaverse like it's the biggest fucking joke on this planet. I mean, have you seen the Wendyverse? All of this looks awful. It is trash. I hate that there's so much push to this and the fact that they try and get so many people on board with the Metaverse of all things. I would rather another competitor come in and try and do something else, or even, I guess, pair with VRChat or whatever else virtual realities are out there. I think there's another one. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head. It's called Rec Room. Anything at this point done by solo developers that's not even part of a big company or corporation makes things that look so much better than the Metaverse. The Metaverse looks like a fucking kid's project. Something that someone dreamed up in their head as a little idea that they thought, oh, you know what? I might make this in my spare time. This is a fun little project. But this is backed by a fucking corporation with billions and billions of dollars. And this is what they shit out. It's awful. It's trash. I get tired of seeing it all the time. And then because Facebook pays literally any company they can that's willing to work with them, you'll see the promotion and boost that, oh my god, they're making a new world in the Metaverse. No, it's just because they're being fucking paid. It sucks. If you've ever considered using the Metaverse, please, for the love of God, don't do that to yourself. Don't torture yourself in that barren wasteland of an empty world where you don't even have a bottom half. Please try out VRChat or even Rec Room. You will have a much better experience and you will be so much happier. Please. Anyway, I just want to speak on it because I hate Metaverse. And I don't like what they stand for or even how it even came to be. I think that is the worst virtual reality experience out there compared to everything else that's already currently available. Anyway, that's all I got for you. Have a great day. Yeah.